Arsenal are a club with a proud history of developing and platforming some of the most exciting youngsters in English football. In generations past, the club have been the starting point for legendary superstars like Ashley Cole, Ray Parlour, and Tony Adams. Then, in more recent years, the likes of Bukayo Saka, Ethan Nwaneri, and Miles Lewis-Skelly have forced their way into the team. The most recent name to join the list of extraordinary talents who have made the jump from Hale End to the Emirates is Max Dowman, and it already looks like the academy is producing another young talent in his mold. Why Max Dowman could become an England and Arsenal superstar. If it weren't for his fellow Hale Ender, Nwaneri, Dowman would have become the youngest Premier League player in history when he took to the pitch against Leeds United last month. However, unlike the 18-year-old, the Gunners' latest academy gem has remained a part of the first-team squad, and instead of waiting over a year to make his second league appearance, he had to wait just a week. Moreover, it didn't come at the end of a comfortable drubbing of a newly promoted side. It came away to Liverpool when the team were in desperate need of an equalizer, and if that doesn't tell you just how highly Mikel Arteta and co rate the youngster, nothing will. It's easy to understand why the club believe him to have such a high ceiling, as the Chelmsford-born gem has an outrageous record at junior level and has made a habit of playing well beyond his years. For example, in just 25 appearances for the U18s, totaling 2,104 minutes, he managed to put the ball in the back of the net 20 times and provided 10 assists for good measure. In other words, the teenage phenomenon averaged 1.2 goal involvements per game, or every 70.13 minutes, while playing in an age group well beyond his own. He's also made quite a name for himself in the international setup, becoming the youngest player ever to feature for England U19s when he came off the bench to face Ukraine last week. Overall, even though it's notoriously difficult to predict a youngster's future, it feels like Dowman is heading to the very top in a not-too-distant future. So, it's more than good news that Hale End may already have a right-footed version of him ready to make his own way into the team in the coming years. Even after the likes of Nwaneri, Lewis-Skelly, and Dowman, Arsenal appear to have a number of genuinely exciting prospects emerging from the Hale End ranks, including Mari Solomon and Andre Hermananis. Football Fancast in the Pipeline series aims to uncover the very best youth players in world football. Yet, when it comes to someone who could be seen as a right-footed Dowman, it's impossible to look past Alex Marciniak. The 17-year-old Welshman may not quite have the output to match the now first-teamer at the moment, but there are several apparent similarities between the pair and plenty of encouraging signs. First of all, while the insane Cardiff-born talent, as dubbed by Academy expert Will Balsam, is primarily viewed as an attacking midfielder at present, he has shown an impressive level of positional versatility over the last year or so. He has played out on the left wing, in left midfield, and has even made an appearance in defensive midfield, so, like Dowman, he could come in and play wherever the manager needs him. Second, the teenage gem has a similar ability to glide past opposition defenders, thanks in large part to his above-average technique, Rising Stars 11 put it, and his tidy footwork, per Balsam. Moreover, even though he hasn't got the numbers of Dowman just yet, there is every chance he could by the end of the year. For example, he's already scored a goal and provided an assist in 3 appearances for the U18s, has an eye for goal, and, according to Balsam, has a big season ahead of him. Ultimately, even though he still has plenty of developing to do, Marciniak looks like he could be the next Hale Ender to make the jump to the first team, and in the process become Arteta's right-footed Dowman.